Hey guys, Dark Lord here, back with another video. So today we're doing this week's UFC predictions for UFC Fight Night Bont versus Aldo. I know it's been a couple weeks, but I only do it every week. There's an MMA card, which is almost every week. So let's get to it. So like I said, we're always on doing main cards. So our first is Alex Moreno versus Mikey Gall. Sorry, I'm having trouble speaking today. My throat hurts a little bit, but I'll be alright. So I'm still gonna watch it, but yeah. So 27, 20-7, and 7-3, 7 wins and 3 losses. Houston, Texas, fighting out of Greenback, New Jersey, 31 to 29 years old. Weight is the same, 5'11" to 6'2", so there's a few inch height, 72 to 74. So now let's look at each fighter. So if you look at this, so Mikey Gall, his last fight was won in July. So I'm having trouble saying July, over Jordan Williams. Supposed to fight Miguel Baza. He had an injury. He lost to Mike Perry in June of 2020. He was supposed to fight Alex Oliveira. He was supposed to fight Carlos Condit. He has a loss to Diego Sanchez. And he used to train with, what's his name, Vicente Luque. Now for Alex Moreno, his last fight was win against David Zauder. He has a win back in May against Donald Cerrone. He has a loss 20 of December from Anthony Pettis, and then he Rise Machi in November of 2020. So I have to pick Mikey Gall since he's coming off 2 wins, which were very easy, and Mikey Gall is fighting a lot harder these days. No, alright, Brendan Allen versus Chris Curtis. Let's see, 17 wins, 4 losses to 27-8. Sedell, Louisiana to Las Vegas, Nevada, 25 to 34 years old, 6'2" to 5'10", 75 to 75. So same reach, but height, there's a few inch difference. Now let's take a look at each of them. Let's see. New tab. Alright. Brendan Allen, his last fight was in July against Paulo Sarino. He was supposed to fight Brad Tavares. Then he withdrew, then Dalzy. And then he has a loss to Sean Strickland, has a win over Kyle Daukaus. Supposed to fight Ian Heinisch, but then he tested positive. Now for Chris Curtis, he has a canceled bout to Fury FC, but Curtis signed to the UFC instead. He has a win at UFC 260 over Phil Haas, supposed to fight Ty Freeman. So he's only had 1 UFC bout versus Brendan has fought a lot tougher of opponents, so I'd say Brendan. That's my personal pick. Now Clay Guida versus Leonardo Santos. Now let's see. They're 36 to 21 to 18-4, slight underdog Johannesburg, Illinois to Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, 39-41, 5'7" to 6'. So now let's look at each of their records. Now played Lita. Oh, alright. Let's see. His last fight was in August against Marco Madsen. He has a win over Michael Johnson. Lost to Bobby Green. He has been a legend in the sport. Like he has a win over BJ Penn, but that was in 237. Lost to Charles Oliveira. Beat Gio Lozon. Lost to Brian Ortega. Fought Dennis Bermudez. Fought Chad Mendez. Fought Benson Henderson. Fought Anthony Pettis. So he's been around for a while. And then Leonardo Santos. He was supposed to fight Alexander Hernandez. Then he had an injury. His last fight was a loss to Grant Dawson. He has a win over Roman. I have a win over Steve Ray. So my personal pick is Clay because he's more experienced and high level. So now this one, this would be an interesting. Jimmy Crute versus Jamal Hill. Sorry, I'm laughing. So alright, 12-2 to 8-1. 8 wins, 1 loss. Australia to USA. Jamal Hill's from Michigan, and Jimmy Crute's from Australia. 25-30, 6'2" to 6'4", 74-79. So there's like a few inch in reach, and then a few inch in, like a couple inches in height. Alright, so now for Jimmy Crute, his last fight was a loss. He had a leg injury because Anthony Smith kicked him in the nerve. It was pretty disgusting, but pretty cool at the same time. So let's see. He was supposed to fight Johnny Walker in March or earlier this year. So, has a loss to Misha Serdenov, has a win over Michael and Mondes, and now for Jamal Hill. His last fight was a loss to Paul Craig. That was the first time he has ever lost. He has a potential of becoming UFC champion. His last one was in December 2020 against OSP. Has a no contest at Abreu. So I'm gonna have to pick Jamal in this one since Jimmy Crute has had a worse injury. Now, this is one of the fights I'm looking forward to the most. Brad Riddell versus Rafael Fiziev. So, alright, so anyways, 10-1 to 10-1, so same record. Kyrgyzstan to New Zealand, 28-30. 1 inch difference in height, same reach. So now let's see. So let's see. So Brad Riddell. So his last fight was a win against Drew Dober, UFC 263, which was impressive. Was supposed to fight Gregory Gillespie. He has win at UFC 253 against Alex De Silva. Has a win over Magomed Mustafaev. So he's undefeated in UFC. And then now for Rafael Fiziev. Alright, so his last fight was a win against Bobby Green at UFC 265. Has a win over Rento Moicano. Sorry if I'm rushing this. Alex Wyatt. They both have. He's lost to Magomed Mustafaev and Brad Riddell beat him. So I'd say Brad Riddell in this case, but I wouldn't be surprised if what's his name? What do you call him? Oh yeah, Rafael Fiziev. Thank you, guys. So alright. So Rob Font versus Jose Aldo. So anyways, 1904 to 30-7. Boston to Rio de Janeiro, 34 to 35. So 1 year difference. 5'8" to 5'7", 1 inch difference in reach. So 1 inch everything. So now for Rob Font. His last fight was a win over Cody Garbrandt. Has a win over Marlon Moraes. Has a win over Ricky Simone. Has lost to Rafael Sunsal versus Jose Aldo. He was UFC featherweight champion. And then, has a win over Pedro Munoz, Marlon Vera, and Piotr Yatso. Has a loss to Marlon Moraes was to fight Henry Cejudo, but due to COVID-19. So he's 2-2 and bantamweight, but people are still saying he has a set prime. I doubt it. He has a win over Rento Maritano. He was pretty good. Like he had a knockout to Mayweather. So I picked Font by split decision. So yeah, guys, sorry if I was rushing this. I'm in a rush right now. I have to go out somewhere. So yeah, I'll thank you guys so much, and I'll see you guys next week for UFC 269. I can't wait to film that. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye.